All right, guys, what's up? It's Justin here with another episode of Fractal Radio, back where we discover and explore the coolest blockchain games out there on the internet. And today I'm joined by Daniele, Ken, and Hayden from Angrymals, the founders of Angrymals. So welcome, guys. Thanks for coming.
Hi, Justin. Hi, everybody. Great to be here.
Thanks, Justin.
Amazing. Cool. So you guys are working on a pretty cool mobile game. It's called Angrymals. Awesome characters from what I've seen so far. Tell me about it. What's the game?
Yeah, absolutely. So Angrymals is a mobile game, a multiplayer game. If you want to go technical, it's a physical, tactical game. But let's say in a nutshell, you can think of angry birds, worms, mesh them together, and you will get Angrymals, plus a lot of features, additional features. The core concept of the game is pretty easy. So you have your own animals, three animals that you have to defend while you try to destroy the opponent's team. Because as I said, it's a multiplayer game. Compared to Angry Birds, you are not facing a solo challenge. You are facing a real opponent, a human opponent, and you will have, let's say, to unleash your best tactics, your strongest weapons, to make sure you totally defeat his fortress and animals before he does the same with you. Sorry, with yours.
Amazing. So how did you guys get into starting this? I mean, it's so funny that like every physics tactics game seems to be, animals of some kind. You guys are no exception. It's pretty cute. I see there's some pandas and stuff in here in the tutorial.
Yeah.
Tell us how you came up with this and like how you guys started working on this.
Let's say the idea is pretty old. It's more than 10 years old. It was actually my brothers that just came up with that, like, why Angry Birds doesn't have a multiplayer mode. I'm tired of just playing solo. And then since we were also fans of worms, we tried to think a mix between the two. Would that work? And then we put additional stuff on top of that. The development actually started a few years later. I'm actually a game developer myself. I worked on several different games before that on different genre. But Angrymals was like, mind-blowing in a sense. And that's why I work on that from, let's say, 8 years. I put together a small development team that grow bigger and bigger, especially recently. And that way we have been able to take feedback from the community, expand the game based on that. And now what we have is a game that, is interesting and easy to pick up for anybody that loves Angry Birds, but is also adding more features on top of that. So you have the multiplayer, of course, you have the ability of creating your own fortresses. So it's something totally new. Inside of the game, you can design that. And you also have an internal marketplace in which you can sell your own fortress designs to other players. There's a ranked mode. We are going to add tournaments. You have a ton of races, ton of weapons. So a lot of new things across, on top of a game genre that actually works because has been, let's say, very successful in traditional gaming. We are trying to bring that to the Web3, to the play to earn, to the GameFi world, because one of the features we are going to put on top of that, and it will happen in less than a month, is the play to earn.
Amazing. Yeah, it makes sense. Like I used to play a lot of worms when I was a kid, so I get it. So without further ado, let's jump in. Maybe you can kind of talk me through how the tutorial works, and I'll play through it a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
Bring up the game. All right, so I'm in the tutorial mode. I don't know if you can see that.
Okay. Great.
So let me these pandas must be super annoying if your adorable sharks hate them so much. Or maybe not, who cares? Let's teach them a lesson. All right. So tell us about like who are the teams on Angrymals? Like who are the characters?
Yeah. You have 10 different races inside of Angrymals, and this number is going to grow over time. And a common thing in Angrymals is that you don't have actually a meaning behind many of the things that happen in the game. So why these animals are so angry, why there's a lot of junk they are throwing at each other. There's a kind of a force that controls this world that we call chaos. And the quirky humor that the game has, the way these animals are dressed, the weapons they use, it's all about that. In terms of the gameplay, as you probably see, when you start, you have your 3 animals garrisoned inside your fortress, made of junk, of course, and you have to defeat the other 3. Every turn, you can shot a weapon, and every weapon has, of course, different specs, different characteristics. So there are some weapons that are, let's say, do more damage, but require more turns to be fully reloaded. So you cannot shoot them just every turn. You have to wait for them. And others have very special abilities, like they can explode, they can set wooden blocks on fire, they can shock your opponent by sending electricity through any metallic block. And you end up with some very, very strange weapons, like the Petunia's pot, that is literally able to summon a sperm whale falling from the sky. That is actually really powerful, but it requires a lot of turns to be fully reloaded. And every time you destroy something, you can notice that your anger bar is going to fill up. So just on the top of the screen, every side has a bar, and the more that's what you do.
I just called the truck. Yeah, I did the anger bar, and a truck came, and this duck like ran over these pandas.
Exactly.
I mean, this is okay. I get it. I can play this. I can spend a lot of time playing this. Yeah.
Every race has a different special move. It could be that car you just saw. It could be a UFO. Could be a flaming meatballs storm. It could be an earthquake. A lot of different powerful abilities that you can, use to defeat your opponent.
Gotcha. Okay, so now I'm turtles. I get it. You get to equip different weapons. I got the plunger cannon, this chicken egg bomb or whatever.
Yes.
And then some of these things take like time to charge up. Basically,
you got it right. Yes. So
okay.
when you set
I
up,
destroy their fortress. Yeah.
You have different game modes. The one you tried at the very beginning is called the Quick Brawl, and it's very fast. If you just have a few minutes, you go for that. You don't have to select anything. Everything is randomly assigned, and you can have fun in just a couple of minutes. When you become more and more skilled and you want like more challenging matches, you have other 3 game modes. And in these modes here, you have the responsibility of selecting your race, so the special move you can use, the fortress in which your animals will be garrisoned, and the 3 weapons they are going to use. And when you select the weapons, you have to carefully balance the damage they can do, the special effect they have, and of course the time required to reload and shot again.
Gotcha. These guys they're I'm waiting to see if their house is going to fall over. It seems like it's tipping precariously. Okay, come on.
Yeah.
Oh, he killed one of my guys. Oh my god. What? It's.
Yeah, I suppose it's the one with the bamboo.
Oh no, god. Oh yeah. These guys are. This is harrowing. This is harrowing. So, okay, so it makes sense. Like, so what are the? Man, I want to actually do the interview, but I kind of want to just keep playing this game. Okay, I'm going to finish this level and then we're going to keep going. That's funny. tell me about. So this game is launched in the App Store right now. Are you? But you're not. You haven't really marketed yet. Or tell me how like crypto is gonna. Are you just? That's like. Is that like a new addition to the game?
Yeah, we soft launched the game on Android only last summer, and we actually launched that worldwide this year, both on Android and App Store, on iOS. We collected a pretty decent amount of feedback and positive reviews. Right now, we score almost 4.7 on Play Store and 4.9 on App Store. And the breakthrough we are going to have in a few weeks is, as you said, production of the play to earn mode. So based on the NFTs and a new in-game currency that we're going to introduce that is called the Chaos Shards, you will be able to play a full play to earn experience there. Three main ways. Maybe Ken, you want to go over them? Three main ways to earn money in the game.
Yeah, sure. So I guess the play to earn system is currently being worked on by Daniela, and the concept of the system is very simple. So every day when players log in, they will get a small amount of chaos shards, which is an in-game currency, as a result of login streaks, daily rewards, mission rewards. And then players can use these chaos shards to wager on matches against other players. And if you win, you would take the shards of the pot of the match. So for example, if I bet 50 shards, you bet 50 shards, we play against each other, I will take 100 shards if I win. Similarly, there'll be a tournament mode where players will use these chaos shards as entry fees to build up the pot of the tournament, and then the top players will receive the winnings of the tournament, similar to a poker tournament. And then additionally, you're also able to build your own fortresses and sell it on the marketplace. And the more popular your fortress is, the more money you can sell it for. And then
Awesome. Yeah, so you can make your own. You make your own, like design your own level or your own space. And
your own
like,
fortress. Yeah.
Cool.
And then once you get these chaos shards, either by selling a lot of fortresses or winning a lot of matches, you will then purchase an NFT if you want to activate the play to earn functionality, in which you can combine the in-game shards into the on-chain token, and you can use those tokens to, for example, buy more NFTs, buy loot boxes, or you can cash it out by selling it on-chain.
Cool. So tell us, like, when are you going to do your launch? Like, tell us about the NFT. What's the first collection?
Yeah, sure. So the first collection of NFTs will be our Genesis player banners. There will be a collection of 8,888 player banners available for one sol. In terms of the utility of the NFTs, these NFTs will allow you to enable the conversion between chaos shards and chaos orbs to enable the play to earn functionalities. You'll also be able to get higher drop rates from daily rewards, and you'll also be able to gain a bunch of whole bunch of other benefits, including ongoing skin drops whenever they become available, access to exclusive events, and many, many more.
Cool. So it's basically an NFT that's kind of like a pass that upgrades your experience inside of the game, as opposed to like a specific character or something like that.
You can think of it like that. It activates the play to earn functionality, so that when traditional players think that I'm really good at this game, I would like to start earning some money, they will purchase these NFTs, which will allow them to convert their shard balance into orbs and monetize if they want to.
Gotcha. Cool. And tell me more about like the token economics. Like, people are going to be designing their own fortress and selling them? Like, what are the other things that people are going to be doing in the game that are kind of more on the economic side?
Yeah, so as Ken mentioned, the in-game chaos shards is actually not an on-chain token. So it only becomes on-chain once you convert your chaos shards into chaos orbs. So we think there's a pretty good balance between, the token design, because in a sense, you're not really creating a lot of new supply, because the way you typically earn these shards is by wagering in battles or wagering in tournaments. So it's kind of a zero-sum game, right? So, you wager 50 tokens and the winner gets the other 50 tokens. So we don't expect like a really big inflationary economy to grow from this. I think a really exciting thing that I really like about our model was that it makes sure that there's a lot of optionality for players, right? So you're not forced to go into this play to earn economy. You're not forced to enter the blockchain and connect your wallet. You can still play the game as it was traditionally with the current in-game economy of coins, gems, keys, and only if you want to level up your experience, if you want to access those additional features, you can. But if you still want to play the game, as the game on the App Store or the Google Play Store without any of these earning mechanics, you still can as well. So I think it's pretty exciting
Yeah.
for our players. Yeah.
It's kind of like a more gentle onboard into Web3,
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Web3 side of it. Do you think so? Are the players who are playing the traditional way and the players who are upgrading their experience into the blockchain part of the game, are they going to interact with each other at all?
Absolutely, absolutely. This is our main purpose. We saw during the tests, during the soft loans and so on, we saw a lot of players putting a lot of effort in the game. We already had players spending thousands of hours in the game, reaching unbelievable levels of experience and creating amazing fortresses. And recently we held 3 tournaments. We had free NFT as a grand prize for the winner, and these have been amazing experiences. And also, they proved that people are actually becoming skilled, more and more skilled in the game. So the way it's designed, especially thanks to the ranked mode, allows casual player to easily jump on the game, pick up the simple mechanics, and have some fun without being busted by veteran players. But the more you play, the more you get engaged, the more skilled you become, the more you will advance in what in game is called the ranked volcano. You are kind of climbing this volcano through 5 different leagues. And of course, the higher you reach, the most challenging opponents you will find. And on top of that, with the play to earn model, you will be able to join tournaments to prove how skilled you are. And at that point, if you have an NFT, if you are skilled enough, you can earn a lot of money. If you don't care about that, no problem. You can go for traditional modes. You can play against players of your same level, and you will have fun nonetheless. We are also addressing, let's say, 2 different personas. So on one hand, we have players that are skilled in destroying stuff, using the right strategy, carefully aiming. On the other hand, we have designers. So people that like to spend more time in, let's say, inventing, designing, building excellent fortresses, like super efficient or super good looking. And they will get both rewarded, because you can earn on the marketplace or you can earn in matches. And it's just how much you want to be, let's say, investing in the game, even in terms of time, depends on you. It can be like a 5-minute game you play once in a while, or you can be something you spend hours per day on that. And depending on that, you have different chances to earn.
Awesome. Did we talk about the mint date? Have you guys set a mint date yet?
Yeah, I believe we're minting on the 20th of April. So in a week and a half on the Fractal website, of course.
Amazing. And you said the price was going to be 1 Sol.
Correct, yeah.
Yes.
In terms of the near-term roadmap, we're minting on Fractal on the 20th of April, and then the play-to-earn version is scheduled for release end of April to early May, and then our IDO is scheduled for middle of May. So keep your eyes peeled on all the news happening over here in Angrymals.
Where can people find you guys if on the online, find out more about the game? They can download the game right now in the App Store, right, to try it out.
Yes, absolutely. They can find the game on the App Store. They can go on angrymals.io for, a quick and easy access to any other social we have, we will strongly suggest them to jump on our Discord server, because there is where the magic happens. So where players are sharing a lot of replays, a lot of funny actions, a lot of fail shots. They are, there's some of the champions that we have, the ones winning the tournament, are actually experimenting new game modes. They are like proposing, what if, who wants to challenge me just using the gummy bear weapon or stuff like that. And it's really fun to see. So jump on our Discord server and have a taste of that.
Awesome. That's cool. Yeah, I'm going to join it right after this. Like I was having fun with the game, like the chicken bomb. I need to work on my chicken bomb skills that I just completely overshot it. But, it's cool. It's very creative. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining the podcast, and we'll look forward to the mint at the end of the month.